Hello my lovelies, welcome back to a brand new year of Sims 4 builds and Let's Plays. I am so excited to get started and to get back into the swing of things. I actually have my voice back. I sound like me again, which is always good. If you guys hear the last two videos, it's kind of embarrassing. But we've got our voice back already, and today we are working on a very big family home. This was a shell which I made for a customer. I also do custom made builds, in case you guys didn't know, which people pay me to build, which is incredible. They send me what they want me to build, and then I make it for them, whatever they want. So if you guys do want anything like that, then DM me on Instagram. But other than that, that's what we're working on. So this is for somebody else. That person asked for a shell, so originally I just did the outside for them, and then I decided, because I really like the house, I was going to make it into a fully finished home, and I love this house. I haven't made any big homes in a very long time because I've been working on a lot of apartments, and don't get me wrong, I love apartments. I think they're so fun, but I really love working on the outside, the exterior. I don't know, it's just my favorite thing is the exterior of builds. Not sure why, but it just is. I just enjoy it. I think I spent so much time in the past working on base game shells, just on the exterior, that is kind of what I grew to love, which is funny because a lot of people prefer the interior, but I guess the more you do it, then you kind of learn to like it more. So this home is for, in my world, this isn't what the original person asked for, but this is my version of the furnished version. That's very hard to say. It's for two parents, a teenage son, twin girl and boy children, and an infant girl. And potentially a cat or a dog, because we do have a bowl, but as usual I forgot to add any other toys, so who knows, they haven't got a bed or anything, so maybe they're just starting to think about getting a pet, but they don't necessarily have one yet. I really should remember to include pet things, but I just don't. I don't know why I don't. I just don't really use them in my game too much, because I always have so many children that there's not enough space, you know. If I could have pets and 6 children, I would gladly have all the pets, but I can't, so I kind of have to not have pet just because I have so many kids. But anyway, so now we're just working on the exterior. I did do most of it off camera, the wallpaper, because I'm so indecisive and this would be double the time, so I have to kind of work out what I need to cut out, and not have to show everything. So I didn't show that part, but it did take me quite a while to get the colorings of the exterior right, because I had an idea of what I wanted, but I wasn't 100% sure on what I wanted, which is kind of usual. I'm always a bit I've got an idea, but is it going to work? So this is what it turned out like. I think it is gorgeous. I think the colour scheme is lovely, and I did originally draw on some terrain paint for the driveway, and then I was like, you know what, we're going to use tiles so it doesn't disappear, because that glitch still keeps happening, guys. I still keep losing all my terrain paint. I don't know whether you guys experience that as well. So if you do experience that, then my little trick is to save the build to a library every time you leave the lot. So when I go offline, I usually save the lot to my library, even if it's not finished, just because then I can just replace it down if the terrain paint's gone, because sometimes I do really intricate terrain stuff and then I go back on and it's gone, and it's very annoying. So yeah, to save it to your library if you guys are experiencing that as well. But anyway, so now we're just doing a bit of landscaping. I did decide to add these tall kind of shrub tree things, you know what I mean, around the perimeter of the build, or around the edges of the actual walls, you know what I mean, not the edge of the build. Anyway, oh guys, I haven't done voiceovers in 2 weeks. We're getting back into it though. Honestly guys, I'm so excited to get back into things. It's so weird not doing content for 2 weeks when you do it every single day for nearly an entire year. It's really bizarre, but it makes you really excited to come back, so that's always good. And I will be uploading every single weekday from now on, unless I have something to do in real life, appointments or gotta see family, or usual human stuff, everyday life. But other than that, I'll be uploading every single day, every weekday. I don't upload on weekends, but on weekends I will likely be streaming. I would like to start streaming on YouTube more, because I don't dislike Twitch, I'm just more fond of YouTube because it's kind of become my world. So I will be doing that as well, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, so now we're just working on the back garden. I haven't done, like I said, I haven't done big builds in a very long time, so I was really excited to do this build because I just think it's gorgeous. I think I'm going to make it like a residential rental just to see what the bills would be instead of like, you know, buying it outright. I'm not really sure how it works, so I think I might make this like a rental even though it's massive. I'm not really sure. Maybe they're like a rich family who rent it to the family who live here, who come on holiday, or I don't know. But it's a massive house. So I'm not really sure how the bills would work. I have seen a few glitches that people have posted and their bills are like billions of simoleons, and I'm like, yeah, no thank you. I haven't played it with For Rent yet, which is insane. I looked forward to For Rent for so long, and then Christmas came around and it was just chaotic, and also my computer's at my like other place, so I wasn't around my computer for most of Christmas holidays, and then the last couple of days I've been back here and just obviously building like crazy, so yeah, it's kind of all over the place, but we're back. So if you guys do want to let me know what you want to see in the upcoming weeks, because I always love getting your input as well, so definitely let me know. I will be doing a couple of polls on my community tab on YouTube, so if you guys could let me know what you want to see. Surprisingly, quite a few of you wanted to see community lots, which is strange because they never really do well though. Whenever I do apartments, they seem to do the best, so I kind of do apartments more just because more people enjoy them. But a lot of people voted for community lots, but they never do well, so I'm not really sure what to do about that. But let me know what you'd like to see, because it's always exciting getting your feedback and just, you know, knowing what you guys like to see. So yeah, but anyway, I really love this build. I think this build is like one of my favourites I've done in a long time. I think it looks like that suburban vibe that I like always want to achieve, but it like never looks right, and I just really love how it turned out. The front of this build did take me quite a little bit of time to get right because it was originally going to have like an angled sort of roof, but it wasn't working out and it was clipping weird, so I decided against it, and I really like that I did decide against it because it looks better without it. And yeah, I decided that I realised that putting shrubs outside the front of houses with like a stone type wall makes me more drawn to them. Why, I do not know. And especially brown tones as well, like of the actual paint colour of the house or whatever. I'm just drawn to that, so I was like, you know what, we're going to do it that colour, so that is what we are doing, so that's why I chose those colours. Bit of insight into my mad brain of thought. But now we're just working on at the start of the interior. So this is, of course, the hallway. Like I said, they do have 4 children, so as you can imagine, there's going to be a lot of toys, going to be a lot of clutter, so I did include some backpacks. I really love how it all turned out. There's not a particular room that I dislike. Obviously, some of them are a bit less furnished, and we do have an office space downstairs. I was going to try and fit in a playroom, which I suppose you could use the office as a playroom instead if you wanted to change it around, but I decided that I wanted to have an office because I kind of imagine that the parents are kind of like a bit business savvy considering they live in this like literal mansion. But it definitely feels like a movie house, you know, like something you'd see like Home Alone, but not Home Alone. But yeah, so I really like how it all turned out, but this room is probably my least favourite because there's not much character in it. It's kind of just like, you know, a space to use skills and stuff, you know what I mean. So I think my favourite room is probably the kitchen. I did spend quite a while changing things around because I wasn't really sure what I wanted, but I do really love how it turned out. Again, I love this colour scheme. I just think that the colour scheme is lovely. So yeah, so now we are just working on the bit of chaos that is the kitchen. It's my favourite room to build. I don't know why. I just really love making kitchens. And I said to my friend, like, you know, what's your favourite room? And they're like, I really don't like kitchens. I'm like, girl, I'll do them. It's quite funny though, and how people like different things, but I guess that's how the world works, and life would be really boring if everyone liked the same things, so it's just funny. But yeah, I absolutely love making kitchens. I've always loved making them. I don't know why. I've always got my mirrors. Everyone's always like, especially my American friends, they're like, why would you put a mirror behind an oven or a stove as they'd call it? And I'm like, well, I've always done that. In every one of my houses there's been a mirror by the oven. I don't know. But they was like, wouldn't it just like, you know, you'd get like food on there or oil or whatever. I'm like, no. I don't know, maybe I just cook like really basic things. Like, no, my pasta does not splash on my mirror. But anyway, so I did decide to change the island around a little bit because I really wanted to include one of these chair sort of things. It doesn't actually work. I mean, you could make it work, but I have the table a bit too close for it to be functional, to be fair. But I suppose you could pull the table out and it would be alright, but, you know, it's fine. But I really love this little space. I just think it's really cute. It kind of reminds me of like an American like 90s sitcom. Kind of reminds me of Fuller House. I don't know why. Or Full House, whichever one, I don't know. I never watched it when I was younger, but I've been watching like little clips of it recently. But yeah, I don't ever think it was on telly. Like, I never saw it on TV as a kid. I would have watched it definitely, but I don't think it was on in UK. I don't know, quote me if I'm wrong. But anyway, so we're just adding in some extra little details. I didn't really know what to put in this corner, so I was like, we'll add a pet bowl, and then of course forgot anything else to do with pets because I always do. So this is the teeny little bathroom downstairs. I did want to make sure that we had a bathroom downstairs, and it is a fully functioning bathroom as well. Obviously it's quite tiny, but all is well, it's fine. So yeah, so now we're just moving on to the dining room. I really like this house. I just love it. I spent ages trying to find the fruit bowl though. I wanted that long fruit bowl and I kept finding the circular ones, and I knew it was in this list, and I was like, it's got to be near the top because I've seen it more recently and I don't usually scroll down to the bottom of that list. But then we found it, so all is well. And the curtains, I don't like doing curtains. It's kind of like one of those things that I'm like, can we just get it over with? Because it always clips a bit weird, but we worked it out in the end. It was fine. I do particularly like this dining room, considering that I'm not really fond of dining rooms. They're probably my least favourite room, just like my friends' kitchens. I never really know what to put in them, because once you've got like a table and you've got like, you know, an end table or a cupboard or a lamp or something, it's like, what else? What else can I put in this open space? So I tend to not particularly enjoy doing dining rooms, just because I never really know how to fill them. And especially in this house, it was massive. I was like, well, good luck to me. But it was fine. I really like how it turned out, surprisingly. And then we moved on to this massive lounge. I think this lounge is insanely huge, but I just really like it as well. I did delete the left sofa, couch, whatever you want to call it, and put in 2 recliner chairs, just because it kind of felt a bit like bulky and a bit too samey. I kind of wanted to break the space up a little bit. And we do have a little play tent that I'll be showing you in a moment on the left side. So I kind of felt like having a bit more of an open space on that side would be a bit better, because the sofa is kind of like blocky, you know. So we do have a little play area over here, and we've got a little mat for the infant daughter, and I really like it all. I just love it so much. I'm so excited for this year, guys. When I was looking back over the last year, I was like, my goodness, we built so many houses, we did so much in just one year. It's crazy. So I'm so excited to see what comes of this year, and a start of a new journey, a start of a new year, a new chapter, hopefully a much happier, brighter year with lots of positive things happening. So yeah, but also I hope you all had a lovely Christmas if you do celebrate it, and New Year if you also celebrate it then. I hope you're all doing well. What have you guys been up to? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how your summer break was, if you're not happy about going back to school or work or whatever you're doing in college. I know I always hated it in school, and it would be like the end of Christmas. It was like the worst thing ever. I did not like school as a kid. Not that I would like it if I had to go now. But no, I'm so glad I'm not in school anymore. It was not fun. I never liked it. I'm such a homebody. I was like, get me back to my PJs and my mum. When I was little, I was like, no, never. But, you know, when I was younger, I didn't mind primary school. I really hated secondary school. For Americans, I don't know what age group you go to secondary, but I was 11, 12, hated it. I had so much going on, and mum being like really unwell, and it was a very awful time. But yeah, secondary school, hated it. And then went to college, loved college like so much. I did performing arts. It was the best 2 years ever. It was so incredible. It was basically like a proper run theatre. It was like the most amazing thing. And then I went to university and also really hated it. So yeah, it was kind of like on and off, disliked to loved, but no, secondary was the worst, but college was like a dream come true. So, you know, different chapters, and hopefully this year is just one of those things that last year was really difficult emotionally with grief, and I'm hoping this year will be a lot more happy and summery and lots of positive things happening. So I'm excited to get started and to start lots of new builds for you guys, and do lots of custom builds as well for my community and my customers that I've got who enjoy my work, which is such a lovely thing that I get to do for you guys. It's been such a long journey to get to that point. A lot of people I think I talk to and they're like, how do you get to do that? I'm like, with a lot of effort. A lot of effort and hard work, but it's really, really fun. Definitely worth it, but it does take a long time to get to that point where, you know, the general public want to pay you for your time to do things. Definitely takes a while. But it's so cool that you guys like my content, and that's like the biggest compliment ever. It's so lovely getting feedback from you guys, even on my own made builds without, you know, being paid for it. It's just, I just do it because I love it, and if I can make something for you guys, and you know, it's just great. But yeah, I don't know what to say really. I'm just so excited to get back into it. I've been looking forward to today, guys. I talked so fast then. I've been really looking forward to today because it's just the start of a new journey, and I'm really hoping this year is going to be so much better, and lots of builds coming. I have builds already set up to go for tomorrow and the next day, and then I've got to figure out what I'm doing for Thursday. But yeah, it's going to be great fun. So now we're just working on the little boys' bedroom. I really love these little rooms. I did want them to have separate bedrooms because there was a lot of rooms in this house, and I really love how they turned out. I tried to make them feel as like kid-friendly as possible because I kind of feel like sometimes I make them a bit too teenagey. It's not a word. But sometimes they feel a bit like too old, and I wanted to make sure that they felt very like kid-friendly and like, you know, innocent, and lots of toys and just like a joyful place. But yeah, so this is the teenager boys room that we're now moving on to. I don't ever really use this wallpaper colour or the bed swatch, so I was like, you know, we'll change it up a little bit. I kind of use like reds and blues for teenage boys a lot, which is silly because I should just venture out into other colours. But so we did try something different for today. I do like it, but I'm not like in love with it, and I think that's why I do different colours, because I'm not like obsessed with it, and I like to really like the room that I make. I don't like to just do it and be like, it's okay. That's my version of the bathrooms. The bathrooms are like, they're done, they're out of the way, don't really care. But then when it comes to bedrooms, I'm like, no, they gotta look good, you know, I've gotta like it if you guys are gonna like it, you know. But anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy my builds. I hope you like each and every one of them. Obviously, you're not going to love them all. I don't love them all. Everyone's got their own style, but, you know, generally, I hope you guys enjoy my content. I really appreciate having all of you here. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. It's so, so wonderful that I get to do this as my job. It's incredible. I'm so grateful for all of your support and so many wonderful people I've met over the last year. I've met like 2 of my most wonderful friends the last year, which is so lovely. And yeah, it's just been a wild journey, but I'm so excited to get back into it, as I keep saying. But I am going to end the voiceover by here for today, guys. I'll give you a little bit of a break to watch the 2 end clips, and yeah, I will be back tomorrow. I'll be over on Instagram this evening, posting the pics from today, so come and say hi if you want to over there. Also at Laura Abby X, the link should be in my description or bio or whatever, I don't know, you know what I mean, one or the other. I may be live later on, so stay tuned for that. I'm not sure though, we shall see. But yeah, I hope you all have the most wonderful day. I hope you're all doing amazing. If you're not doing so amazing, everything will be okay in the end. It just takes time, and we're all human. Don't be too hard on yourself, and everything will be okay. If you guys need someone to talk to, I'm always here for you guys. Contact me on Instagram. Like I said, it's the easiest place to message me if you would like to. And yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.
I don't know how you do it to me, but you make me wanna fly. I'm not coming down. Maybe It's the way you move, babe, move, babe. You've got that body and that smile, make my head spin round. I'll hold you close to me. You're all I want, so stay right here with me. This feels like paradise. You take me higher when we're together. It feels like you set my whole world on fire. I know I want you, I know I need you here. You're all that I want tonight. You know you make me